today's topic is... I forgot what today's topic is. Okay, so today's topic is, should you pay for guest transport?
So for my wedding, quite a lot of my guests are
Australia?
about 40 minutes away from where we're getting married, not Australian.
It's like, that's
If I
really
need someone
generous.
over there, I'd be living over there. I think that's quite far. Just for a taxi, that would probably cost like what, 60 quid minimum?
So is this just return transport?
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously I'm having my ceremony in the same place.
Yeah.
So this is for me to get my guests to the wedding at the beginning of the day and then back home at the end of the day.
So are you going to do it from a particular point though, or are you going to go around everybody's house?
I wouldn't go around everyone's house. I'd do it like from one pickup point, maybe like another pickup point on the way.
Right.
So for me it might be like Tinmouth and then Honiton, and then do the same on the way back home.
Okay.
That's where most of my guests are from ish. And quite a lot of my guests also are students or people my age who don't necessarily have a lot of money to be able to afford the taxi.
Why not just let them camp? You have a farm.
Yeah, there is that option, but not everyone likes camping. I would.
I
wouldn't
don't
mind
camp
camping,
at all.
There you go.
But then I would pay for a hotel.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't, if I was going to somebody's wedding and I was important enough to be there for the whole day, I would. You've got
But
a
if
year
you only
warning,
live-
I would pay for a hotel.
Yeah.
You only
To
live
be
half an
closer.
hour away, would you still pay for a hotel? Even when you could just literally get a taxi home?
I may be older, but I would still get my mother to pick me up and drop me off.
The thing is that I mean, if I'm coming to your wedding, I would, obviously you would have fed me, provided entertainment all night. I don't see any problem with me paying, even, I mean, I live, 45 minutes from you? So even if I had to pay for a taxi just that one way, or drop my, I don't know, obviously drop my car off and then come back and get it the next day or whatever. I can understand why you want to do it for people who physically can't afford very much. But I don't, personally, I wouldn't pay for everybody. I think the only transportation I would possibly pay for is if I was having my ceremony in one place and my reception significantly further away, so maybe say 15-20 minutes further, I would possibly pay for something in between. I'd be clever about it. I'd try and sort of share taxis and probably sleep at Gemma's house. I'd actually probably just get in the car with Gemma's mum and sleep at Gemma's. In fact, that's exactly what we're doing.
Gemma's mum
So
can be
my
our
mum
taxi
has,
driver.
because all the weddings have been local, because I grew up in Torquay and all my friends got married around that area, my mum has always given me a lift. My one friend that got married further afield, I just stayed there. So, most of the time I have been lucky. I would say I would only lay on transport for guests that were coming far enough away, and if there was a lot of guests.
Yeah.
So if they were all staying in one hotel and they'd all come quite a long way and were already paying for the hotel,
Yeah.
then I may be tempted to say, okay, well, I'll put on, there's 30 of them, I'll put on a bus and
Yeah.
I'll pay for that,
Which is fair.
which is fair because
Yeah.
they've already paid for the hotel and there's
Yeah.
lots of them.
Yeah.
But and I definitely would, and I don't see anything wrong in, if your budget doesn't stretch to that, is to ask him for a contribution. So I'd quite happy to say, we'll pick you up from one point, it's going to leave in the city centre, you're welcome to find any accommodation you want, locally. This is the time the bus will leave, it will be £5 return and I'll subsidise it. I would definitely think budget's a lot to do with it. If you've got plenty of budget then and you feel like you really need to lay on transport, then
Yeah.
that's fine. Obviously, I'm sure your guests would appreciate it.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
as in etiquette goes, I think it's perfectly fine to ask for a contribution or only provide it for guests that have come a very, very long way.